Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you one of the important topic in machine learning, that is the normalization of the data. In machine learning, we have since we have like data points, right? And those data points are basically not in the same order, or I mean to say not in the same, because some are small and some are pretty huge, pretty big numbers. And basically we like in machine learning we have to standardize those numbers so that we can give those numbers as an input to the model and it can understand it better. In normalization, basically, like we have a min max normalization, and there is one more normalization that we have, z-score standardization. In min max normalization, we scale the data between 0 and 1, and in z-score standardization we took a mean and we took a standard deviation of 1. By this way we normalize the data. Through examples, I will show you more on this one. I will write some code to get better understand basically what this normalization is and why we have to do the normalization as a pre-processing step before giving to the model. There are some libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and from sklearn pre-processing, we need MinMaxScaler and StandardScaler. We need this libraries. And let me connect to the collab, and I will be using collab to practice this normalization. And let me execute this as a first step to call the libraries. Okay, let me take some sample data here. Okay, so this is my sample data, and if I want to check this data, like this is a, you can say there is age is here, and for age we have 25, 45, 35, 50, 23. These are the age of some of the people, and we have income as well for this, like age 20, for age 25, the the guy has or she has an income of 50,000. Like what I'm trying to say here is like age, if you see these numbers, that is it is below, you can say 100. And but if you see these numbers, it is like all these numbers are like more than 50,000, 64,000. These numbers are not in sync. I'm basically this, some numbers are pretty small and some numbers are pretty big. If we give these numbers to the model will not able to predict a correct output. It will not able to understand this data properly. We have to bring these numbers in a same scale so that the machine learning will able to understand these numbers clearly, and so that the prediction will be good in that scenario. So before that one, I will create a data frame. We have to do ed dot data frame data. If I check the df, okay, uh, this is my data frame, and I can get one uh, graph as well. Let me take this graph Excel, and yeah, if you see this graph, that is the numbers. Here is the problem. To get better prediction, to get better output from the model, we have to normalize these numbers. For that, the first normalization we will check is the min max scaler. That is, it will scale the numbers from 0 and 1, between 0 and 1. Okay, let me call this class first. Let me initialize the class first. Min max scaler. Okay, okay, I have initialized the class, and I have to fit this model. Min max scalar dot feed transform df. Okay, now this is my array after fitting the model. After fitting the model to this data frame, this is my array. I have to convert this array to a data frame. For that one, let me give this as data underscore one equal to, okay, and I have to create a new data frame. And for that one, we need MinMaxScaler underscore df. I can say this is the like pd.data frame data, and like in a data frame we will need x and y. Basically x are the columns, x are the like the data, and the column names are the age and income. Okay, so if I check this data frame now, you see this one, and these earlier we had age income are like different numbers, and it has normalized this data in the min-max scalar, and it comes from 0 and between 1. And if I want to see this graph, I can copy this one, I can add it in the cell and just execute it. You can see both the graphs here. Now there is one more normalization that we can work on, that's called standardization. For this one I have to copy this class and I have to initialize this class, and standard scalar as usual. Let me give it a variable name as here array standard scalar, and let me initialize the class. Okay, I have initialized std standard scalar. I need, okay, standard scalar feed transform. I need a df. This is diary. Basically these numbers have converted to the standard scalar, that is the mean of 1, mean of 0, and standard deviation of 1. To convert this into a data frame, let me put this as data 2 as in a variable, and I can copy this one. Let me just can copy this one, and let me keep it different underscore f, and I need this data, and let me run this. Okay, so uh, this has like after adding the standard scalar, if you see this one, if you see the graph, it has changed this data, changed this data with a mean of 0 and standard deviation of 1. These two, there are a couple of more ways to do the normalization. This is the most like used normalization in while in the pre-processing steps while working on the machine learning, and you can check uh, the other normalizations as well, but these are the used mostly. And this is all for today, and thank you for watching this video. We'll meet again. Thank you.